when you're ready. Thank you very much, Jason. Hello, good afternoon. Today is Monday, 1st of June, 2020, and live till 5. It's The Big Show. It's Steve Wright in the afternoon. Hello. Welcome back, Jeremy.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Now playing everywhere.
Tonight, I just wanna take you high. Throw your hands up in the sky. Let's set this party on fire. Players, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out! Pop, pop, it's showtime. Showtime, showtime, showtime. Guess who's back again? Oh, they don't know. Downtown. Oh, they don't know. Downtown. I bet they know as soon as we walk in. Showed up. I'm wearing Cuban links. Yeah. Designer mix. Yeah. Inglewood's finest shoes. Whoop, whoop. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. Known to give the color red the blues. Woo, kill 'em. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jacking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out! Second verse for the hustlers, gangsters, bad bitches and your ugly old friends. I cannot preach, I cannot preach. I gotta show 'em how I pimp, get it in. First, take your sip, do your dip, spend your money like money ain't shit. Ooh, ooh, we too fresh. Got to blame it on Jesus. Hashtag blessed. They ain't ready for me. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jacking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Hey girls, what y'all trying to do? What you trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out! Everywhere I go, they be like, oh, so bad. Everywhere I go, they be like, oh, so bad. Everywhere I go, they be like, oh, so bad. Now, watch me break it down like 24 karat, 24 karat magic. What's that sound? 24 karat Come on now. 24 karat, 24 karat magic. Don't fight the feeling, invite the feeling. Just put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? Tell me what you're trying to do. 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the
It's Bruno Mars, 24K Magic. 8 minutes after 2 in Great Britain. This is Radio 2. So hands up for very, very, very gradually, along the way, getting back to a sort of normal eventually, but being very careful, especially. Hands up as usual for NHS, key workers, teachers, care homes, people making essential deliveries, and more. Perfect. And today's foodie treat, here it is. Sausage, kale and barley stew.
Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan.
Delish.
Chaka Khan.
Especially the kale.
Chaka Khan, let me rock it, Chaka Khan.
Followed by half a lemon.
All I wanna do, Chaka Khan, let me rock it, Chaka Khan. Let me rock it 'cause I feel for you. Chaka Khan, what you tell me what you wanna do? Do you feel for me the way I feel for you? Chaka Khan, let me tell you what I wanna do. I wanna love you, wanna hug you, wanna squeeze you too. But let me take it in my arms, let me feel you with my charm, Chaka. 'Cause you know that I'm the one to keep you warm, Chaka. I make it more than just a physical dream. I wanna rock you, Chaka, baby, 'cause you make me wanna scream. Let me rock you, rock you. Let me rock you, that's all I wanna do. Chaka Khan, let me rock you, Chaka Khan. Let me rock you 'cause I feel for you, feel for you.
Love you too.
Let me rock you, that's all I wanna do. Chaka Khan, let me rock you, Chaka Khan. Let me rock you 'cause I feel for you. Feel for you.
As we say, Chaka Khan. Superb song, I Feel For You, Chaka Khan. This is Radio 2, look. It's 2:12, so the email is steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. That's steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. Text 88291 and tweet us at BBC Radio 2. Today, general dedications and shout-outs, please, for you and your colleagues or family, and for birthdays and celebrations. General dedications, shout-outs for you and your colleagues, family, friends, birthdays, celebrations. Shout-out if you're out and about for the first time, or maybe back at work, wherever you are. Also, as ever and as usual, please, big shout-outs for key workers and public services and NHS, of course, and food growers and farmers and manufacturers, and hellos to people that drive for a living. And really, anybody you want to say hello to, even if it's yourself, big yourself up, that would be fine too. steve.wright@bbc.co.uk, text 88291 and tweet us at BBC Radio 2. So general dedications, shout-outs for you, your colleagues, family, birthdays, celebrations, all of that. Shout out if you're out and about for the first time, or if you're back at work or school. Big shout-outs for key workers, public services, of course, NHS, and food growers and farmers and manufacturers, and hellos to people who drive for a living. Anthony, who's at least 200 yards away, will collate. This is Steve Wright in the afternoon. There's Doobie Brothers and China Grove. Looking at some headlines here, some news. The headline, coronavirus, schools open for more pupils, but parents still wary. Primary pupils are back in some schools in England today, but surveys suggest half of parents might have kept their children at home. There's a very mixed local picture, it says, in how schools are reopening, and in some areas schools remain shut. Recent weather in the UK has been unprecedented and astounding, scientists say today. The bright weekend has cemented the spring as by far the sunniest on record. And the total will be even higher when the final statistics are in. And Primark is planning to reopen all of its 153 stores in England on the 15th of June, when lockdown restrictions are lifted, the owner AB Foods has said. The weather, well, dry, sunny and very warm for most places. High temperature 25 in Salisbury. Tonight staying warm, some mist and fog for eastern England, a bit of rain in the northwest of Scotland. Tomorrow Tuesday, some showers across Scotland and Northern Ireland. By Wednesday, be a bit of a change to much cooler weather. Lights on, Edinburgh 9:48, Belfast 9:50, Cardiff 9:21 and London 9:09.
When the dogwoods start to bloom and the crickets hum their tune, that's usually about the time that I feel most alive. But the news has all been bad, and the whole world seems so sad. I ain't had much else going on, so I sat down and wrote this song. I miss my mom, I miss my dad, I miss the road, I miss my band, giving hugs and shaking hands. thing that I'm gonna do. Slide on in some corner booth and take the whole damn family out. Buy my buddies all around. Pay some extra on the tab. Catch a movie, catch a cab. Watch a ball game from the stands. Probably overwash my hands. I miss my mom, I miss my dad. Miss the road, I miss my band. Giving hugs and shaking hands. Well, it's a mystery, I suppose, just how long this thing goes. But there'll be crowds and there'll be shows. And there will be light after dawn. Someday when we are 6 feet apart. I miss my mom, I miss my dad. I miss the road, I miss my band. Giving hugs and shaking hands. Well, it's a mystery, I suppose, just how long this thing goes. But there'll be crowds and there'll be shows. And there will be light after dawn. Someday when we are 6 feet apart. There will be light after dawn. Someday when we aren't 6 feet apart.
Oh, that's really good. That's Luke Combs. And 6 feet apart. Well, general dedication shout-outs today. Let's have a look for you and your colleagues or family and or birthdays and celebrations. All good. Shout out if you're out and about for the first time in a long time, or even back at work or school. Big shout outs, of course, for key workers and public services and NHS as usual, please. Also food growers, farmers and manufacturers. And hello to people who drive for a living. Say hello to them should you wish to. Say happy birthday to Eva, please, Steve, and Flynn's dad, Wayne, working hard at home today. Steve, can you wish my wife, Sarah, happy 24th wedding anniversary, and thanks for putting up with me. All my love from Jamie in Waterlooville. And this says, my wife Emily has to work on ward tonight, on the ward. We are sunning ourselves for a few hours together while we can. Give her a shout out. Cheers, Andy in Bath. Okay, well, you've done that. And I don't care what anybody says. This afternoon, I'm having some chocolate.
Bonjour tout le monde, c'est moi le ballon. Don't check my French, it'll be dreadful.
Weekdays from 6:30.
For those who are new here, it's me, Zedbird, Zoster, Zobo, Zowie. Whatever you're doing, we are here to enhance your mornings. I'm just gutted. The highlight of my week would have been my compost bin arriving. I can't even believe I said that sentence out loud. But I had a nana nap that went on a little bit too long. Missed the bin arriving. These are the little things that make all the difference to our lives.
It's the Zoe Ball Breakfast Show.
Back tomorrow morning from 6:30 on BBC Radio 2.
Thanks, Zoe.
If you want to contact Steve Wright in the afternoon, email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk, text 88291, or tweet at BBC Radio 2.
It's something that kind of fits the sunshine. Christopher Cross. Sailing.
Wright, you can sail away, find serenity. Oh, the canvas can do miracles. Just you wait and see. Then you believe me. Sailing takes me away to where I've always needed to be. Just a dream, the wind to carry me. Soon I will be free.
It was late in December, the sky turned to snow. All around the day was going down slow. Night like a river beginning to flow. I felt the beat of my mind go drifting into time passages. Years go falling in the fading light. Time passages. Buy me a ticket on the last train home tonight. Well, I'm not the kind to live in the past. The years run too short and the days too fast. The things you lean on are things that don't last. Well, it's just now and then my line gets cast into these time passages. There's something back there that you left behind. Oh, time passages. Buy me a ticket on the last train home tonight. Hear the echoes and feel yourself starting to turn. Don't know why you should feel that there's something to learn. It's just a game that you play. Well, the picture is changing now. You're part of a crowd. They're laughing at something. The music's loud. A girl comes towards you. You once used to know. You reach out your hand, but you're all alone in those time passages.
Hello, it's 2:30 in the UK. There's Time Passages, Al Stewart.
Just out of
Hey,
sight.
Al.
Oh, time
Good tune, that. Shout out to NKDC bin men and women out and about today, and Lorry 12 with Zub and Phil. Thanks from Adam. You got it. Shout out to my colleagues at DL Design Studio, it says, Nottingham, in particular Carlos, who often listens to your programme in the afternoon. Thank you. Thanks, Steve. Your playlists are just the best. Do you think? Best wishes from M. Thank you very much. Who's on later? John Richardson.
How have we got to this point then where you're both saying the same thing, which is that travel fundamentally is a good thing for society and individuals, but the system is
This is one of his new podcasts, and we'll talk about it later. John Richardson. We love John. So, John Richardson, comedian, talking about the podcast John Richardson and the Future Noughts. Then there's Ashley Jensen back on TV playing private investigator Agatha Raisin. There's Tim Smith, Jason Kay with the news, the oldies chosen by Claire Sayward in Lytham in Lancashire. There's also your emails and texts and tweets, social media, showbiz, lifestyle, events, news, and much more on The Big Show. And don't you just love that new Peter Crouch trailer on the telly?
On BBC One.
2020 isn't quite what we expected, so the BBC have asked Maya Jama, Alex Horne and me, Peter Crouch, to save our summer.
No pressure then.
We're going to give people the chance to win Crouchy's stuff.
Hang on a minute.
And now he's retired, he can do risky activities. Let's send him skydiving.
Bit of a stitch up.
What about a Crouchy cardboard cutout?
Actually, I can get on board with that.
A 2-metre Peter, perfect for social distancing with your guests.
Yes.
Peter Crouch saves our summer.
With an entertainment show like no other.
Starts Saturday night at 9:15 on BBC One and iPlayer.
That looks great.
I've been seeing lonely people in crowded rooms, covering the old heartbreaks with new tattoos. It's all about smoke screens and cigarettes, looking through low lights at silhouettes. But all I see is lonely people in crowded rooms. The city's gonna break my heart. The city's gonna love me, then leave me alone. The city's got me chasing stars. It's been a couple months since I felt like I'm home. Am I getting closer to knowing where I belong? The city's gonna break my heart. She's always gonna break your heart. I remember mornings where my head didn't hurt, and I remember nights when I didn't feel like work. She wakes up at noon and she's out till 3. She leaves her perfume all over me. But I remember mornings where my head didn't hurt. Oh, the city's gonna break my heart. The city's gonna love me, then leave me alone. The city's got me chasing stars. It's been a couple months since I felt like I'm home. Am I getting closer to knowing where I belong? The city's gonna break my heart.
this city, Sam Fisher. Here comes Kelly Clarkson. I dare ya.
There's a wolf that preys on a world that strays so far from the garden. And just like your own, every heart you know seems cold and hardened. You may not have the stage, but you still have a voice. You may not have the strength, but if you have a choice, I dare you to love. Oh, I dare you to love. Even if you're hurt and you can only see the worst, even if you think it's not enough, oh, I dare you to love. We're all full of hope, trying to stay afloat, trying to save one another. People let you drown 'cause they don't know how to stay above water. When they're too broken to know what they put you through, do the only thing that you'd want done to you. Oh, I dare you to love. Oh, I dare you to love. Even if you're hurt and you can only see the worst, even if you think it's not enough, oh, I dare you to You may not have the stage, but you still have a voice. You may not have the strength, but if you have a choice, I dare you to love. Even if you can't know why, dare you to love. Oh, even if you're hurt and you can only see the worst, even if you think it's not enough, oh, I dare you. I dare you. Oh, I dare you to love.
And now I'd like to bring on Tim Smith from somewhere down there in Oxford. And are you okay today, Tim?
I'm very well, thank you. Yeah, still staying safe. I'm actually picking out shapes in the clouds. I love doing that. I've got the map of Europe over there to my right and a dirty great gorilla, I think, in that cloud to my left. Anyway, sorry, I digress.
Sometimes I like to pick out trees. That's a tree, I say. Or there's a butterfly. There's a sheep. It's quite interesting stuff to do when you haven't got anything else.
Yeah. I think I'm occupied now, though. Would you like a factoid?
Yes, I would.
As we know, it's June today, June the 1st. June is the month with the longest daylight hours of the year in the Northern Hemisphere. Conversely, it has the shortest daylight hours of the year in the Southern Hemisphere. The June birth flower is the rose, or the honeysuckle, and the Anglo-Saxons gave June the name Sira Monath, meaning dry month.
The famous blue Twitter bird is called Larry. Even people who use Twitter on a regular basis might not know his name is Larry. He's that blue bird, you know, the insignia. Although Twitter's beginnings were back in 2006, Larry wasn't named until early 2012. While people had questioned and speculated about whether Larry the bird had a name or not, it was confirmed in a tweet by Ryan Sava, a Twitter manager. And in March 2014 at the Oscars, Ellen DeGeneres took a selfie which became the most retweeted ever. The selfie included other celebs, Bradley Cooper, Jennifer Lawrence, you'll remember Meryl Streep, Brad Pitt, and several other movie and TV stars.
Factoids.
Reason is the only way to change what we're creating. But reason sometimes turns into another word for waiting. Oh, stop, I don't wanna hear it. Oh, I don't wanna hear it anymore. Da 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 da. You keep right on talking, but I don't wanna hear it. No, I don't wanna hear it anymore. Now all the things that you defend are what you hide behind. Well, you sing yourself to sleep each night by saying everything takes time. Oh, stop, I don't wanna hear it. No, I don't wanna hear it anymore. Da 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 da. You keep right on talking, but I don't wanna hear it. No, I don't wanna hear it anymore.
All right, Tim is in Oxford and I'm here. Let's take a look at the latest UK rules on meeting up as of today. So, how many people, first of all? England, up to 6. In Scotland, up to 8 from 2 households. And in Wales, any number from 2 households. And Northern Ireland, up to 6. At what distance? 2 metres apart, England. 2 metres apart, Scotland. Same for Wales and Northern Ireland. And where? In England, anywhere outdoors. In Scotland, anywhere outdoors, ideally within 5 miles. In Wales, anywhere outdoors, ideally within 5 miles. And anywhere outdoors in Northern Ireland. Outdoor markets and car showrooms are also able to open again in England from today. No dates have been set for the reopening of shops in Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland, but each country has plans in place. Scotland's smaller shops and outdoor markets will be allowed to reopen in phase 2 of its lockdown easing plan. Wales' non-essential shops and services could happen in the amber phase of its exit strategy, and Northern Ireland's non-food retail outlets can reopen in step 2 of its plan. The Today programme on Radio 4 was at Long Crendon Primary School in Aylesbury this morning, where 100 or so pupils were expected to return, and they spoke to 2 of them, Gwyn and Rafe.
What have you missed while you've been away?
Seeing my teachers and my friends.
And what have you been doing while you've been at home?
Sometimes we go to the River Thames.
Oh, lovely. And tell me, you're standing next to your friend Rafe. What's it like seeing him for the first time in such a long time? Not sure? And tell me what you're going to be doing differently while you're here at school now.
Standing 2 metres away from each other.
Great. And do you think you'll be able to do that every day?
Yes.
Lovely, thank you. And Rafe? Hello, Rafe.
Hello.
And how do you feel about coming back to school? You've actually been coming to school because your mum's a doctor, isn't she?
Yeah, so I'm not too scared, but tiny bit, because it's tiny bit different to what I'm usually doing.
And how's it different?
Because, there's more children, so I'm going to need to stay 2 metres away than I used to be.
And do you think you'll be able to?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Elaine Page is back here on Radio 2 this month with a brand new episode of EP on Sunday. And as she prepares for her return, she'd like to know What sunny show tune would you like to hear to lift your spirits during these odd, strange times, and why? If you want to get involved, email your suggestion to Elaine, that's ELAINE, at bbc.co.uk. That's Elaine at bbc.co.uk. What sunny show tune would you like to hear to lift your spirits during these odd times, these strange times, and why? And a top scientist wants folk to live long and prosper by adopting the Star Trek Vulcan salute. This was a piece by Patrick Guyson earlier on in The Sun, I think it was. Professor Robert West suggests we boldly go where no man has gone before. Now, a handshake is taboo. His favourite idea is to greet each other using Mr. Spock's famous hand gesture, where the palm
can't
is...
do it, though. Can you do it?
It's three fingers one side...
No,
to the other, right?
No, to one side, to the other. Keep your thumb out the way, don't you?
I'm not quite sure.
But do you show your palm or do you show the back of your hand? Yeah, and the point is to do that rather than handshakes. That's a good idea at the moment.
That's what he says,
yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's have a look at what's occurring. What you got there, Tim?
In the UK, today is the start of Volunteers Week, Child Safety Week, and also Dietitians Week. In the US, it's the start of National Candy Month, Turkey Lovers Month, and Adopt a Shelter Cat Month. It's also the 40th anniversary of the first broadcast by the Cable News Network, or CNN. At its launch in 1980, the world's first ever 24-hour news service had 300 employees in bureaus across 9 cities around the world and was only available to 2 million viewers.
Now, I did see it in the early days, and do you know, a person that we know, a broadcaster that we know, who worked for CNN in the very, very early days, alongside Ted Turner and some of the beginners there. Who was it?
Oh, crikey. On screen, actually presenting on screen?
Yes.
Oh, it must be a newsreader then. Selena Scott, somebody like that?
Nope.
Jim Nocte from Radio 4.
No, it was Kid Jensen. Kid Jensen. David Kid Jensen worked there. I did a little bit for them. We did a kind of a European music show type thing, interviews and what have you. Anyway, happy birthday to CNN.
This is CNN.
Primary schools in England have begun phased reopening today. As you know, the London Festival of Architecture is on digitally. This year's theme is Power, and the programme includes the first ever online architecture bake-off. And the Guggenheim Museum in Bilbao has reopened for the first time in more than 2 months after closing on March 14th due to government action to stem the spread of the coronavirus. So, on with us later, Ashley Jensen back on TV playing private investigator Agatha Raisin, and John Richardson, comedian.
I was caught up in your brown eyes, looking up at the blue skies. Really made me realize they don't make them quite like you. Cinnamon skin, the sunshine, stop time in the moonlight. It really made me feel like I could fall for you. Then one day you were just gone, and I've been wondering for so long. Oh, was it your heart or mine, or was it just the wrong time, Gabrielle? We never got very far, but girl, wherever you are, I wish you well, flowers on a side road, leaning back on a fence post. Couldn't help but notice you were wanting something more. I was staring off in the distance, blinked twice and I missed it. Can we just rewind it like it was before? And I woke up and you were gone, and I've been wondering for so long. Just the wrong time, Gabrielle. We never got very far, but girl, wherever you are, I wish you well. Oh, Gabrielle.
can still see you standing there, sun shining behind your dress, your silhouette, so perfect. Take me back there, take me back there. Oh, was it your heart or mine, or was it just the wrong time, Gabrielle? We never got very far, but girl, wherever you are, I wish you well. Oh, Gabrielle, oh, Gabrielle, oh, was it just the wrong time, Gabrielle?
Tim Smith is on the end of the line here, and I'm here. I did phone Tim up last night just to briefly tell him that Jaws was on, the original Jaws. And I tell you what I wanted to tell you. Well, in the end, you went to bed. You didn't watch it because you've seen it how many times?
I think I've seen it about 47 times now. Not always all the way through, but I mean, I do kind of know it backwards. But then again, you never get bored of watching Jaws. It's still fantastic. It was on ITV4, wasn't it, last night? I think they show it periodically, kind of every 3 or 4 weeks. But I was ready for bed by then. You stayed up and watched it, yeah?
Yeah, I did. And I haven't really seen it all the way through. And I'm thinking how ridiculous this whole thing is. I mean, a great film, very scary. Robert Shaw, Roy Scheider, Richard Dreyfuss. The guy, Robert Shaw, who was charged with the job for $10,000 of going out into the ocean there and killing this shark that's terrorising the coast. And I'm thinking, so he's on this boat. First of all, there's a line, isn't there, in it? You're going to need a bigger boat. Well, why didn't he take a bigger boat? In the first place? I mean, the shark's massive.
No. But you see, your argument doesn't add up, because if you watch closely, they didn't realise how big the shark was to begin with.
Yes,
so they go
did,
out on
because
No, they didn't.
Yeah, the Richard Dreyfuss character, he told him, he said, this is a much bigger shark than you think.
Yeah, but only once they got out there and they realised it could pull all the buoys and the floats down under the water because it was that big and that powerful. But the Orca, the boat they go out on originally, that seemed okay for the job, seemed quite adequate until they realised that no.
I know, but what about that dumb ox that kept the beach open? I mean, what an idiot. And then, this is another thing that I noticed, nothing was ready. So they're on this little boat and they're out there and they spot the thing, right? There's a blood trail or whatever it is, you know, it's coming up with the fin and everything, dun, 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 and nothing is ready. They haven't got the harpoon ready, they've got no rod ready, no explosive ready, nothing is ready, and they're just simply not prepared. But they go out with the specific job of killing this thing, but they haven't prepared.
Well, they have prepared, but they're not ready for its speed. And it's, you know, it's quite a brainy shark. It knows what it's doing. It's playing them. That's what they didn't realise until almost too late. By the way, if you really are a big fan of Jaws, check out a podcast. I know there are loads of podcasts around at the moment, but another lockdown podcast is called Inside Jaws. Just search for it. You'll find it. And it's the whole inside story behind the making of the film, how Spielberg wanted to do it for ages, how nobody trusted him to do it, and all the hassle they had making it, because, of course, they're on the ocean doing most of it. It's a really interesting story, and you get to learn a bit about Spielberg and how he started making episodes of Columbo, and of course became this epic film director. But Inside Jaws, it's brilliant, especially the bit where they're trying to tell you about the shark, you know, the animatronic shark, the mechanical shark. For days on end, the special effects guy would ring up and say, "No, shark's not working today." For days on
Really?
It really, yeah, it caused Spielberg a lot of stress and anxiety.
Yeah, well, I think it's a very good film. I'm just perturbed
me too.
That they weren't ready for anything. And I guess it's available there on whatever they're calling it, the ITV Hub at the moment.
Yeah.
It's to be watched. It's a classic movie, definitely. This day, 1959, the first edition of Jukebox Jury airs on the BBC. The host is Tim...
David Jacobs.
Yes, leading a revolving panel of 4 guests who predict whether records will be a hit or a miss. And this day, 1994, a debut album by this band called Definitely Maybe is voted the greatest album of all time. 2006, in fact.
Oh, it is a good album. Yeah, Oasis.
Yeah, and the name of the album?
Definitely Maybe, as you said.
Yeah. Oh, did I say that?
Yes.
Yeah, I knew that. Okay. Marilyn Monroe. Who was that then?
Oh, fabulous actress, of course, and icon of the 20th century, really.
And Edward Woodward.
Edward Woodward. He was Callan on TV many years ago, and also then he went to America, didn't he? Made The Equalizer.
He made The Equalizer, and they're re-showing Callan, by the way, and it's great watching those old shows because you see some of the actors that are now mega famous doing bit parts. And tell me, happy birthday to Jason Donovan. What does he do for a living?
Oh, well, he's our friend and he's a singer and actor, of course.
Yeah. Well, no, he's a chocolate advertiser. 42 and Lessons in Love. Say hello to the farmers in the UK, especially in Cornwall, making hay while the sun shines. Literally. Cheers from Mark. A shout out to my daddy Richard, who's a lorry driver, loves Salvador, age 9. He's baking in this heat. Summer. I know. Steve, can I have a shout out for all my fellow railway employees, especially those who work with me in Westbury in Wiltshire. Keep safe. Thank you from Joe Frayling. Gonna break off for some news next. When we come back, the non-stop oldies chosen by Claire Sayward in Lytham.
BBC News at 3 o'clock, this is Jason Kay. Ministers are trying to reassure people that they're not relaxing lockdown measures too quickly. Some primary schools across England open their doors to children in 3 year groups from today, and that today is the first day since March that people considered the most medically vulnerable have been allowed to leave their homes. The Chancellor, Rishi Sunak, says that lifting of the lockdown has been carefully planned.
We've got a very clear plan that we've been sticking to throughout this whole process, and we're now at the stage of that plan where we can get our lives a little bit more back to normal. But look, that isn't an overnight big bang thing. It's measured, it's progressive, we do it in a safe and responsible way, and that's why today we're starting with covered markets and car showrooms. In a couple of weeks we'll get the shops open, and then hopefully at the beginning of July we'll be able to get many more restaurants and pubs open as well.
Police forces in England have been told that they can order people to go home, fine or arrest them if they're found inside someone else's house. New guidance has just been issued to officers following the lifting of some lockdown restrictions. More now from our Home Affairs correspondent, Danny Shaw.
Under the new regulations, people in England can leave their home for any reason, but they're banned from gathering inside another house or staying there overnight unless they have a reasonable excuse such as work or childcare. Police have been advised that they can direct people to go home if they're at another property when they shouldn't be. Officers can also impose £100 fines or make arrests, but they don't have powers to use force at a private address. The National Police Chiefs Council says officers will use common sense and discretion to enforce the rules, which also ban outdoor gatherings of more than 6 people.
Scotland's First Minister Nicola Sturgeon says she'll pass new laws if people continue to break lockdown rules there. Police issued nearly 800 dispersal notices over the weekend. That's 5 times more than the previous weekend. There was also a big increase in the amount of traffic on Scotland's roads. Downing Street says the government will not support the readmission of Russia as a member of the G7. Donald Trump has said he wants to expand the group to include Australia, Russia, South Korea and India when the next meeting takes place in the US later this year. Russia was excluded from the group in 2014 after the annexation of Crimea. 200 travel companies have written to the Home Secretary Priti Patel asking her to scrap plans for anyone arriving in the country to quarantine for 14 days. Among the signatories to the letter are the hotels The Ritz, the Connaught and the Mandarin Oriental and the travel agent Kuoni. The first horse racing meet since March is underway at Newcastle. The first race was won by Zodiacos, trained by Roger Fell and ridden by Jimmy Sullivan. Our sports correspondent Katie Gornall is there.
The racing really does come thick and fast now. We've got 10 races here today in total, another 3 meets this week here on the all-weather surface at Newcastle, all building up, of course, to some pretty big races further down in the calendar. Royal Ascot, of course, catching the eye in the middle of the month, but what a way to get it started.
And that's Katie Gornall ending the BBC News at 3 minutes past 3.
Thank you. Here come the non-stop oldies.
The Big Show.
2 till 5.
In the afternoon. BBC Radio. The Big Show. Steve Wright. The afternoon.
Now, the non-stop oldies brought to you daily by Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Saywood in Lytham is picking these non-stop oldies. That was Earth, Wind and Fire in September, and this is More Than This, Roxy Music. 3:11, and we'll get to the email in just a second.
I could feel at the time there was no way of knowing for the reason the night who can say where they're going as free as the wind, hopefully learning what to see on the side. There's no way to turn. More than that, you know there's nothing more than that. Tell me one thing more than that. There's nothing. It was fun for a while. There was no way of knowing, like a dream in the night. Who can say where we're going? No caring no more. Maybe I'm running while the sea on one side. There's no way to turn. More than that, you know there's nothing more than that. Tell me one thing more than that. No, there's nothing. More than that. Nothing more than that. More than that. Nothing.
Excuse me. 97 hours to go before serious jocking. Just saying. These oldies chosen by Claire Saywood in Lytham, not Lytham St Anne's, it's in Lancashire. It's all, that kind of area. Stephen gang, I'm married to Peter and we got two amazing boys. That's Jonathan and Michael, plus one amazing granddaughter called Darcy, who's 5 years old. Sadly, we can't see any of them at the moment, but we're really looking forward to getting together after all of this has ended. I'm semi-retired and occasionally help Michael out in his shop where he produces soy candles. Soy candles. Soy candles? No, soy candles. My hobbies include walking our dog Millie and then going to the gym when I'm not meeting my sister for coffee. The virus has put a stop to all of this, though, but since going into lockdown, the house is immaculate and all of the washing and ironing is all done. I've started cycling again to try and remain relatively fit, but because I think it's a good idea for my mental health also. I've also spent a lot of time knitting, and me and some others have been selling little knitted nurses for charity. me. Oh, that's great. I hope you enjoy these songs as much as I do, and thanks for playing them. Okay. Badge on its way for you. And we love these oldies, kind of somehow fitting the day. Elmo's Fire on the non-stop oldies. Hey, Steve gives a shout out. I'm an NHS nurse having a fun week off, painting my house retro orange.
Do you have permission for that?
It's Julie Long. Looks very nice. Good afternoon, Steve and team. Looking for a mention for our delivery driver, son Howard, out on his busy rounds, spreading his cheery smile and delivering the packages on this very hot day from his mum and dad, Becky and Richard Fuller. Thank you, Steve. My pleasure. And Steve and team, can I get a shout out for my brother Dave Smith? All right, Dave? He's a long-distance HGV driver, driving, delivering all over the UK, and on his day off doing our dad's grocery shopping. Much love from Jill. Steve, loving the show. It helps me keep sane. Everyone says that. Keep sane. But today I'm enjoying my first proper day off in a month. I work for the NHS Frontline, and I'm making the most of it by ironing in the sunshine. Thank you, Alison in Stockport. If you could please give our family, friends and neighbours a big shout out. It's our 30th wedding anniversary and we're at the beach in the beautiful Easter 5. It's gloriously sunny and we're social distancing. Alison Kenny Boyle, 30 years married today. Congratulations. Just want to say thank you to everyone this says out there helping keeping a 2 metre distance rule. Thank you, Steve, for the good music and humour. Nicola from Papworth, Cambridge. Steve, can I have a shout out as it's mine and my husband's anniversary today? Thanks from Paul and Lorraine Merrikin. We love the show. That's from Banbury in Oxfordshire. And can you wish my husband Bill a lovely anniversary? He's been a fantastic person to have around during lockdown. However, he's still not sorted out the garage yet. Only been doing it for 6 years. Love the show. Thanks for being there to brighten our day. That's Jerry Knight in Derbyshire. 6 years.
Sat by the river and it made me complete. Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. So tell me when you're gonna let me in. I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin.
To John Richardson soon. These are the non-stop oldies. There was Keane somewhere only we know.
Pembrey Baptist Tom Jones.
Not unusual.
As he celebrates his 80th birthday this month, I'm catching up with Sir Tom Jones.
Cerys Matthews with Tom Jones.
2 special programmes celebrating a legendary singer.
It was always there. It was so natural to me to sing.
Red revel in the music he loves.
It told a story. I was attracted to songs that were painting pictures.
And we'll discuss his extraordinary career.
Sir Tom's Musical Years.
Starts this Saturday night from 9 on BBC Radio 2.
Live till 5.
His voice better than ever.
Afternoon.
And Carrot. All right, these are the non-stop oldies on Radio 2. These are brilliant oldies. Thank you for them. There's one more to go. That was Genesis, Land of Confusion. Here comes Lightning Seeds. Marvellous.
But you fit to drop. Open up the window and jump into the blue. Things could be marvelous. Things could be fabulous. Soon you need a push. I'll push you off. Open up the window and jump into the blue. Things could be marvelous soon. Oh, well, these are the days, and this is the life. There'll always be something on your mind you'll never quite find. Won't you ever make your mind up? Top. Open up the window and jump into the blue. Things could be marvelous. Things could be fabulous soon. Oh, well, these are the days, and this is the life. There'll always be something on your mind you'll never quite find. Won't you ever make your mind up? Now you'll never be sure if this is the time, if this is the moment, the end of the line. You'll never decide. You used to know, but now you've forgotten. We sit there and wait for the phone to ring. When are they gonna call? Are they never gonna call you at all? But then, oh, things could be marvelous. Things could be fabulous soon. Oh, well, these are the days, and this is the life. There'll always be something on your mind you'll never quite find. Won't you ever make your mind up? Now you'll never be sure if this is the time, if this is the moment, the end of the line. You'll never decide. You used to know, but now you've forgotten. A submarine got stuck to the bottom.
Now, dry, sunny and very warm for most places. High temperature 25, that's in Salisbury. Hello, Salisbury! Tonight, staying warm, some mist and fog patches for eastern England, a bit of rain for the northwest of Scotland. By the way, those were the non-stop oldies. Thank you for them. Badge on its way. Tomorrow, Tuesday, some showers across Scotland and Northern Ireland. Dry, sunny and very warm again for much of England and Wales. And then come Wednesday, I'm told by weather experts, there'll be quite a big change on Wednesday night into Thursday, when it's going to be cooler, a lot cooler, in fact. Lights on sunset tonight, Edinburgh 9:48, in Belfast 9:50, Cardiff 9:21 and London 9:09. Steve, shout out to me, Wendy. First day of reopening my little curtain shop in Portsmouth. Having a smile on my face all day. Please can you shout out to my mum? This says Annette, who's just finished her very stressful third year at university. That's Gabby from Harrow. And picking up my husband Rob Scott up from work. He's a bus driver and I love him so very much. I've ironed his shirts. Oh, that's lovely. That's very nice. I hope he appreciates it. Can you do a shout out to Kaylee and Sean J? Sean J, not J Sean. Sean J, who are listening to the show in the garden whilst doing some painting. Loving the show. Okay, thank you very much for that. In the headlines today, a group of 200 travel companies have written to Home Secretary Priti Patel asking for current quarantine plans for people entering the UK to be scrapped. It follows calls last week from MPs and travel bosses to reconsider the rules. schools. A city council has called for more powers from government to implement its own lockdown. In this headline here, after huge crowds filled its parks and beaches. Brighton and Hove City Council said local people feel unsafe and unable to enjoy their own area. Council leader Nancy Platt said visitors had been overdoing it with alcohol on the seafront and behaviour has become a little bit dangerous. Primary pupils are back in some schools in England, but surveys suggest half of parents might have kept their children at home. There's a very mixed local picture in how schools are reopening, and in some areas schools remain shut. And Scotland's coronavirus guidelines could be enforced by laws or new laws if even a minority continue to flout them, Nicola Sturgeon has said today. So now you're up to date.
Yeah. Ooh la la, by the pool, we're singing bailando. Tonight to the view, yeah, keeping those blinds closed. Yeah. She said I wanna find somebody by nightfall. Ooh na na, could it be her, baby? I like you. But watching her move, I was lost in the rhythm. And she pulled me close by the look in her eyes. Don't know her name, but I know that I need her. She said, boy, you won't be lonely tonight. She said, ooh, kiss me like your ex is in the room. Don't you be afraid of something new. If we play it right, you can be that someone, yeah, that someone who won't leave me lonely tonight. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh la la, make a move, yeah, baby, by last call. Full moon night, put the lights up, baby, your eyes glow. Don't know why, but I feel like I'm gonna go psycho. Ooh la la, if it's cool, yeah, baby, I'd like to. Watching her move, I was lost in the rhythm. And she pulled me close by the look in her eyes. Don't know her name, but I know that I need her. She said, boy, you won't be lonely tonight. She said, ooh, kiss me like your ex is in the room. Don't you be afraid of something new. If we play it right, you can be that someone, yeah, that someone who won't leave me lonely tonight.
Caliente, te pongo caliente. No te dé miedo vivir algo diferente. Las ganas no se equivocan. Con tu lengua en mi boca. Vive la vida loca, loca, loca. Toda la noche bailando contigo. Suave y salvaje como un animal. Yo sé que te gusta, pero esto es prohibido. Que me voy contigo, dame la señal.
She said, kiss me like your ex is in the room.
That's Carol with a K and G with a G and the Jonas Brothers. It's called X with an X. We love that very much.
You won't be lonely tonight.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. BBC Radio 2.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
The Big Show.
General dedications and shout-outs today for you and your colleagues or family and for birthdays and celebrations generally. Shout out if you're out and about for the first time and perhaps even back at work or school. How did it go? How's it going? Big shout-outs also, of course, as usual, for key workers, public services, NHS, food growers, farmers and manufacturers. And hellos to people that drive for a living. So we're going to talk to John Richardson soon. And what about one of these? Here's me and Tim Smith returning for Factoids. Tim's at home in Oxford. What you got?
According to a recent study, more than 14 million people read something when they're in the toilet. Apparently most read newspapers, books and magazines. 8 million people talk either on the phone or to another member of the family. That's not something to do, I don't think.
No.
And 1 in 5 sits there sending texts.
I've never done that, ever.
I can't do anything. I can't listen to the radio. I can't read. I have to concentrate on what I'm doing.
Yes, of course. The television show Friends still pulls in around $1 billion around the world of revenue each year because of what they call syndication. Courtney Cox, David Schwimmer, Jennifer Aniston, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc and Matthew Perry all make a major bit of wad each year for doing, well, not very much because they've done it already. $20 million per year per actor is the estimate. Now, Tim.
There is zero gravity at the centre of the Earth, and the Earth itself is actually slowing down. In a few million years, there won't even be a leap year.
If you're a bloke with one of those weird laughs, you might have a hard time getting dates. That's what it says here in Women's Health magazine. 2 in 5 women admit that guys with obnoxious laughs turn them off. Although there are people with some lovely laughs, like Jimmy Carr. I think he's got a great laugh, don't you?
Yeah, it's a strange laugh, though. As he always explains, he doesn't laugh on the out-breath, like most people do. He laughs on the in-breath.
Yes, he does. That's exactly right. Yeah, I love it. Thank you.
Toys.
If you want to contact Steve Wright in the afternoon, email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk, text 88291, or tweet at BBC Radio 2.
I think about it all the time. Is love loud or is it quiet? Will I know it when it comes around? Will I hear it or even recognize the sound? I'll take the pain with glory. I'll let the love just fill me up. I'll let the hurt run through. How sweet, how deep, how blue, how true is your love? I hear you in the music. Oh, how I wanna let you in. Oh, come on, baby. How sweet, how deep, how blue, how true is your love? I talk about it with my friends, but I don't understand, I can't pretend. And I'll take the good and I'll take the bad. I'll be laughing, I'll be hoping, I'll be sad. I'll take the pain with glory. I'll let the love just fill me up. I'll let the hurt run through. How sweet, how deep, how blue, how true is your love? I hear you in the music. Oh, how I wanna let you in. Oh, come on, baby. How sweet, how deep, how blue, how true is your love? How sweet, how deep are you, baby, you, baby, you? How sweet, how deep are you, baby, you, baby, you? I'll take the pain with glory. I'll let the love just fill me up. I'll let the hurt run through. How sweet, how deep, how blue, how true is your love? I hear you in the music. Oh, how I wanna let you in. Oh, come on, baby. How sweet, how deep, how blue, how true is your love? I'll take the pain with glory. I'll let the love just fill me up. I'll let the hurt run through. How sweet, how deep, how blue, how true is your love? I hear you in the music.
How true is your love? Hannah Grace. We like that. I'm on leave this week, says this, taking a much-needed break after 10 manic weeks of deliveries. We should have been travelling to Florida to see Elton John in concert for my 50th, but it wasn't to be. Maybe next year. Loving the show. A big up to those NHS staff and carers out there. That's from Kaza. And I'd like to give a shout out to all of the mums that are getting 5 minutes to put their feet up now. Now, some are back in schools in England. Thank you very much from Nicola. Shout out to our daughter Daisy Kennedy on her 29th. She lives in Dubai, so we can't see her today. She always listens to the show, and she often texts us when you're playing a special record that reminds us of her, and vice versa. So we're Zooming with the family later. And then it says, thank you for keeping us entertained during this strange time. Thank you from Anne and Torch Kennedy in Wimbles. You got it. 3:45. John Richardson next one with us. Now Lionel Richie.
Baby, you find there's only one love, yours and mine.
So much love, only you. Tell me how to love you, baby. I don't mind and I don't mind. Girl, I love, always thinking of you. You are the sun, you are the rain that makes my life this foolish game. You need to know I love you so, and I do it all again and again. Whoa, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, girl, I know you know the way I feel, and I need your love for always. 'Cause when I'm with you, I fall in love again and again and again, baby. You are the sun, you are the rain that makes my life this foolish game. You need to know I love you so, and I do it all again and again. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You are.
We have had some feedback in. General feedback from Sarah, and I picked Sarah because she's from Australia, so it's time to strap on for another accent, you flaming galah. She says, I love the podcast. You guys are great. I listen to it in my car, and there's nothing like getting out of the car in a fit of rage before I go to work.
John Richardson is an award-winning stand-up and author who we love. We love him, actually, for his long stints on the hit panel shows 8 Out of 10 Cats and 8 Out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, and also for the Dave shows, John Richardson, Ultimate Warrior, and Meet the Richardsons, which he stars in with his wife, Lucy Beaumont. I just love that. That's just great. I tell you what I like about that, and we'll talk about the other thing in a second. It's perfectly natural. You're not really performing, are you? It's perfectly natural, John.
No, it's a sitcom in which I play myself, being put upon by my family and being frustrated. It's the role I was born to play. if somehow we could make it a Hollywood movie, that would be my life absolutely complete.
Yeah.
Didn't your wife give you a lockdown haircut as well recently? And she posted it on Twitter, I believe.
She did a really good job, except for one little bit, which I think she did for her own amusement. When she started writing the sitcom, she said, look, it's very natural, so it's just us doing what we do. And then I got the sort of ideas for the episodes through, and by the end of episode 1, she'd set me on fire in the garden. So we have different views of what natural is. We're currently planning series 2 now, so we'll see what she manages to do to me this time.
I'll be very interested to know if you put it to them or they put it to you, the TV company, because it's something that you would never think of, really.
Yeah, well, that's down to our producer, Lee, who watches on a show called Married to a Celebrity, which was us on a couch bickering at each other. And he said, basically, I'd love to see those arguments, and then I'd love to see where they came from. So, yeah, it was his idea, and I think it's worked really well.
Let's talk about this thing. John is, you probably know, a self-described professional whinge bag and defeatist. He's channeling all of that hot air and positivity into his new podcast, John Richardson and the Futurenauts, How to Survive the Apocalypse. The futurists are who, first of all? You and who else?
Mark Stevenson and Ed Gillespie. They're professionals. They know all the facts and the info, and they have an optimism I don't have, which blows my mind. Every episode we talk about some of the great problems we're facing as a society, and somehow they manage to make me feel better about it. And they do that in conversation. I think if they can do that to me in conversation, people deserve to hear that.
And pandemic aside, you're doing all kinds of subjects, aren't you? I mean, I'll just read what I've got in my notes here. Talking about food production and education, how that will change in the years ahead. Is it already too late to stop climate change? Are killer death robots from the future already among us? Now, this obviously caught my eye. Is there any kind of conclusion to that one?
That's a question I've posed that we haven't done yet. So you stay tuned, Steve, and we'll tell you whether your job is safe.
Okay.
You tackle some serious subjects, though, don't you? Like the government. We won't go there. I heard a bit of the travel one, and I thought they talked you around a bit. I thought you sounded a bit more positive, John, or is that the wrong impression I got?
Yeah, they do it every week. So we've got into a routine now where I pour a nice whiskey for the start of every show, because we start every show by talking about how bad the situation is. And I have a little whiskey to get me through that. And then the second half is them presenting possible solutions. And they're very keen to point out being a futurist isn't about predicting the future. It's about laying out the possibilities, things we can do if we collaborate and work together.
What was your negative about travel?
Try not to fly anymore. They managed to really depress me about when you book an apartment somewhere, how global cities like Barcelona and New York are being taken over by these firms who allow you to stay in an apartment, which is originally a sort of egalitarian thing about staying with other families and learning about cultures, and it has now become about millionaires having second, third, fourth and fifth properties in these cities that mean residents get priced out. It's incredibly bleak to start with, and I can't stress that we end on a high note, but the first 10 minutes is a real wake-up call of what we've done without really knowing it.
I mean, you guys do a lot of this stuff in stand-up anyway. A lot of what you do, social commentary and commentary generally on life and government and the way life is. The question now is, what will comedy be like, and what will that kind of comedy be like in 5 months' time, 6 months' time, a year's time? Is comedy going to be the same as it always was, or is there going to be some kind of radical change?
I think broadly comedy will be okay, because, I'm certainly getting tweets from people now who are saying, look, I've got tickets booked for your gigs in September, October, November, and more than ever, they want to be reassured they're going ahead, because it's so inextricably linked, our desire to laugh and get things off our chest, to the worst times. And politically, or whatever it is, in the past, we've found that the worst times have led to some of the most innovative comedy. So I think broadly we'll be okay. As to whether the next 4, 5, 6 months, I'm not sure. Even with lockdown lifting, when people will feel confident about being sat in a room with 3,000 other people, that is a question no one can answer yet, but fingers crossed it'll be soon, because I've got a mortgage.
Yeah, understood. Let me just tell you, all 7 episodes of John Richardson and the Future Naughts, How to Survive the Apocalypse, are available now on all major podcast platforms. It's not necessarily about this virus, it's about all manner of subjects, and it's different subject every podcast?
That is, yeah. So we've done energy, work, food this week. Tonight we're recording an episode on climate change. Coming up, we're going to discuss race, so we're not going to shy away from any topic.
Okay. All right, John, will you stay safe? And thanks very much for doing this. Really appreciate it. And as we're saying to every single interviewee, we hope to see you in the studio at some point in the near future. Thanks, John.
Fingers crossed. It's been lovely to talk to you both. Take care.
You, John. John Richardson,
cheers,
everybody.
John. Brilliant. Thanks a lot.
Wanna believe that you don't have a bad bone in your body, but the bruises on your ego make you go wow, 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 yeah. Wanna believe that even when you're stone cold, you're sorry. Tell me why you gotta be so out of your mind, yeah. I know you're choking on your fears. Already told you I'm right here. I will stay by your side every night. I don't know why you hide from the one that close your eyes to the one mess up and lie to the one that you love. When you know you can cry to the one, always confide in the one. You can be kind to the one that you love. I know you need the upper hand even when we aren't fighting. 'Cause in the past you had to prepare every time, yeah. Don't wanna leave, but if you're gonna fight, then do it for me. I know you built a love but broken down, so just try, yeah. I know you're choking on your fears. Already told you I'm right here. I will stay by your side every night. I don't know why you hide from the one that close your eyes to the one mess up and lie to the one that you love. When you know you can cry to the one, always confide in the one. You can be kind to the one that you love.
Be Kind, Marshmallow, Halsey, and Be Kind. Kiss on my list now, Daryl Hall and John Oates, as we go rushing up to news. Rush.
You think maybe I need help? No, I know
good afternoon. This is Steve Wright in the afternoon. We've got Tim at home, we've got Jason on news coming up next. Ashley Jensen, our guest from Afterlife. There's going to be a Cliff Frenzy straight after the 4 o'clock news. And there's the showbiz and the factoids and much more on The Big Show. This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on your smart speaker at 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 4 o'clock. This is Jason Kay. A head teachers' union says primary schools in England saw attendance rates of between 40 and 70% in the year groups eligible to go back to the classroom from today. Some local councils recommended that schools in their areas stay closed. Ministers have insisted they're easing lockdown in a very cautious way. Our chief political correspondent, Vicky Young, says the government's scientific advisers can say very little for certain about the coronavirus because it's so new.
They are trying to make forecasts and predictions, and nothing is certain in this, partly, of course, because they are learning about this illness as they go along. In the end, this is about risk, it's about lowering that risk, and no one's really talking about eradicating it completely. And I think that is the decision that people have to take, and the amount of risk you're willing to live with, of course, will be different for different people.
The police in England have been told they can arrest and fine people if they're inside someone else's house or staying there overnight, both of which are banned without good reason, such as for work or childcare. Under the new guidance, though, officers won't have the power to use force to remove someone from a private address. In Scotland, the First Minister Nicola Sturgeon has warned that guidelines on travel and socialising will be given the force of law if people keep ignoring them. She said that the police had to disperse nearly 800 gatherings on Saturday. That's 5 times more than the previous week. Hotels and guest houses in Northern Ireland have been told when they can reopen under plans to ease the lockdown there. Here's our island correspondent, Chris Page.
The hotel industry has welcomed the news it will have some business during the summer. Guest houses and hostels will also be able to welcome visitors from the 20th of July, provided the transmission rate of the coronavirus doesn't increase. Tourist accommodation in the Republic of Ireland will reopen on the same date. Caravan parks and self-catering accommodation may be able to open earlier, depending on scientific advice. Companies must put in place arrangements to ensure customers can stay 2 metres apart.
The Met Office says this spring has been the sunniest on record by far. The period between March and May will rack up around 620 hours. The average is 436 hours. Professor Liz Bentley, one of the Royal Meteorological Society, says that the transition from winter to spring was unprecedented.
It's the shift from the amount of rainfall that we saw during the winter, so December, January and February, into the spring months, March, April and May. That's the largest difference in rainfall that we've seen from a notably wet season, the winter season, into spring. We've never seen that before.
Horse racing is underway for the first time since mid-March in front of empty stands at Newcastle. The first of 10 races was won by Zodiacos in a close finish. Afterwards, its jockey, Jimmy Sullivan, said that has blown away the cobwebs. And that's the BBC News for now. It's 3 minutes past 4.
Thank you, Jason. Stand by for a Cliff Richard frenzy.
The Big Show.
All yours, Cliff.
We're all going on a summer holiday. No more working for a week or two. Fun and laughter on our summer holiday. No more worries for me or you for a week or two. We're going where the sun shines brightly. We're going where the sea is blue. We've seen it in the movies. Now let's see if it's true. Everybody has a summer holiday, doing things they always wanted to. So we're going on a summer holiday to make our dreams come true. for me and you. We're going where the sun shines brightly. We're going where the sea is blue. We've seen it in the movies. Now let's see if it's true. Everybody has a summer holiday, doing things they always wanted to. So we're going on a summer holiday to make our dreams come true. For me and you.
Wow. Summer Holiday. The Cliff Richard and the Shad's Frenzy. Great line. I ain't gotten shake. Cliff Richard Frenzy on the big show. And there's more. talking about. Move it, Cliff.
Flame is strong, 'cause we may not be the young ones very long. Tomorrow, why wait until tomorrow? 'Cause tomorrow sometimes never comes. So love me, there's a song to be sung, and the best time is to sing it while we're young. Once in every lifetime comes a love like this. Oh, I need you, you need me. Oh, my darling, can't you see your dreams should be dreams together? And a young heart shouldn't be afraid. And someday, when the years have flown, darling, then we'll teach the young ones of our in every lifetime comes a love like this. Oh, I need you and you need me. Oh, my darling, can't you see your dreams should be dreams together? And a young heart shouldn't be afraid. And someday, while the years have flown, darling, then we'll teach the young ones of our own.
Brilliant. Cliff Frenzy. Thank you, Cliff.
FM, BBC Radio 2.
96 hours to go before serious jocking.
If you want to contact Steve Wright in the afternoon, email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk, text 88291, or tweet at BBC Radio 2.
Now, in the socials today, hashtag Marilyn Monroe is trending on Twitter. As we mentioned earlier, today would have been her 94th birthday. Norma Jean Mortensen was born on this day in Los Angeles, 1926. Isla tweets, today is the day a beautiful legend was born. Marilyn Monroe taught everyone to carry their own sunshine, and her gorgeous spirit will always live on. Stanley tweeting, she was a natural comedic actress and one of the most beautiful creatures ever to walk the earth. She said, fear is stupid, so are regrets. How very true. Michael Angeles is trending on Google after news spread that the voice of Thomas the Tank Engine sadly has died at the age of 76. Michael took over from voicing it from Ringo Starr back in 1991 and had the role for almost 20 years. And in some copy stories today, as you heard, Coronation Street will start filming again next week. That means there won't be a gap on the air despite filming being interrupted for 11 weeks. Filming will resume on Tuesday, June 9th, and crews have already returned to the set to prepare. Social distancing and other safety measures will be in place, but no actors with underlying health conditions who are aged over 70 will be allowed back just yet. The rules that rules out stars including William Roach and Maureen Lipman for the time being. Okay, so now you're up to date. Here comes the weekend. Blinding Lights. Should I be on TikTok or not? No. You have to do the weekend thing, don't you?
Can show me how to love. Maybe I'm going through a drought. You don't even have to do too much. You can turn me on with just a touch, baby. I look around since city's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone. And I said, I can see the sun light up the sky, so I hit the road in overdrive, baby. Oh, the city's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone. And I said,
Me and Tim Smith returning for Factoids. Here is Tim.
What do you think Thomas More of Baltimore, Maryland, invented in 1802?
Was it the yo-yo?
No, it wasn't. That goes way further back than 1802.
Was it
Everybody
Scooby-Doo?
knows that. No, it wasn't Scooby-Doo. That's a 20th century thing, as you well know.
Was it dandruff?
It was, in fact, the first ever refrigerator, although really it was a kind of an icebox. At first, he called it a refrigeratory, and then he patented the name refrigerator a year later in 1803.
Wow. It seems like bananas get overripe overnight. And unless you're making banana bread, you don't want brown bananas. A simple hack to prolong your banana's life: just simply wrap the stem of the bunch in a plastic wrap. It'll delay the aging gases that turn your banana brown. And now here's Tim.
Red blood cells live 4 months. In that time, they make 75,000 trips to the lungs and back.
Give us another one while you're there, Tim.
Children have more taste buds than adults do.
In 2006, a Coca-Cola employee offered to sell Coca-Cola secrets to Pepsi. However, Pepsi responded by notifying Coca-Cola. It never happened.
Factoids.
BBC Sounds of the 90s.
With Fern Cotton.
It's the show that brings the very best music from the 90s every week on the BBC Sounds app.
Oh, baby.
And with so many incredible albums from that decade, we want you to help us decide what your ultimate 90s album is.
Come on.
There are so many to choose from.
BBC Sounds of the 90s.
With Fern Cotton. Go to the Radio 2 website now to find out how to vote.
When I think about those nights in Montreal, I get the sweetest thoughts of you and me. Memories of love above the city lights. Oh, I've tried so hard to take it, but alone my heart won't make it. I just wanna stop and tell you what I feel about you, babe. I just wanna stop. I never wanna live without you, babe. I just gotta stop for your love, for your love, for your love, for your love. When I think about the way the world must turn, I get the saddest thoughts for you and me. Memories of life and times go on and on. Oh, I've tried hard to forget it, but alone my mind won't let it. I just wanna stop and tell you what I feel about you, babe. I just wanna stop. The world ain't right without you, babe. I just gotta stop for your trying so hard to take it, but alone my heart won't make it. I just wanna stop and tell you what I feel about you, babe. I just wanna stop. The world ain't right without you, babe. I just wanna stop for your love. Stop. I just wanna stop. And tell you what I feel about you, babe. I just wanna stop. The world ain't right without you, babe.
Sail on down the line about half a mile or so, and don't really wanna know where you're going. Maybe once or twice, you see. Time after time I try to hold on to what we got, but now you're going. And I don't mind about the things you're gonna say, Lord. I gave all my money and my time. I know it's a shame, but I'm giving you back your name. Guess I'll be on my way. I won't be back to stay. I guess I'll move along. I'm looking for a good time. Sail on down the line, ain't it funny how the time can go on? Friends say they told me so, but it doesn't matter. It was plain to see that a small town boy like me just wasn't your cup of tea. I was wishful thinking. I gave you my heart and I tried to make you happy, and you gave me nothing in return. You know it ain't so hard to say, would you please just go away? I've thrown away the blues. I'm tired of being used. I want everyone to know I'm looking for a good time. Good time. Oh, sail on, honey. Good times never felt so good. Sail on, honey. Good times.
Lionel Richie, Commodores, Sail On. Fabulous. Tomorrow morning, Vanessa Feltz at 5 a.m. Then there's Zoe Ball breakfast show. Zoe's joined by footballer Peter Crouch, former footballer, I guess we should say, talking about his new BBC Saturday Night TV show, which we mentioned earlier on. Ken Bruce at 9:30, Jeremy Vine at midday. Then it's us. Got Michael Portillo on tomorrow. I guess maybe talking about trains. I'm not sure. If you miss Serious Jockin' on Friday, don't worry, because it's available right now to download or stream. DJ Silly Boy, that's B-O-I, by the way, had bangers from Run DMC and Mark Knight, summer smashes from the Beach Boys and Los Del Rio, Heart, and a bit of Northern Soul as well. You can download or stream Serious Jockin' for free if you've got the BBC Sounds app on your phone or tablet. Just open the app and search for Serious Jockin' with no G, or go to bbc.co.uk/sounds.
I'm going on during this time. I feel there's no one to save me. This all and nothing really got away, you're driving me crazy. I need somebody to hear, somebody to know, somebody to have, somebody to hold. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you numbed all the pain. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved. I'm going under, and this time I feel there's no one to turn to. This all and nothing way of loving, go be sleeping without you. Now I need somebody to know, somebody to hear, somebody to have, just to know how it feels. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you help me escape. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved, and I now the day bleeds into nightfall. You're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love, but now the day bleeds into nightfall. You're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down and then you pulled the rug.
Next 20 minutes or so, going to play in a little pre-record we did last week with Ashley Jensen, back on TV playing private investigator Agatha Raisin.
I was getting
and there was Lewis Capaldi. And can we say happy birthday to Tom Holland? Here he is, talking to us about Spider-Man, I think.
You're Spider-Man?
Yes, I am, yeah. Never will feel normal saying that.
Really? Have you not got used to it yet?
No, of course not. Being Spider-Man is the most surreal thing. It's been a dream of mine since I was a kid, so the fact that people are like, so what's it like being Spider-Man? I'm like, well, I don't really know.
Excuse me, Tom, I don't mean to be disrespectful. You are a kid. Please. You are very young, aren't you?
21, yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. To be Spider-Man at 21. See, you weren't Spider-Man at 21.
I wasn't, no, and I'm still never going to be Spider-Man even at 31. Did you keep the outfit though? That's the question.
No, that is a very expensive investment and something that I don't want the responsibility of looking after.
I bet there are a few outfits, aren't there, Tom? I mean, you get more than one outfit, right?
I think we went through about 20 of the costumes and they are very expensive. So every time I broke one, it was not a happy day on set.
Now, when you were younger, did you read the Spider-Man comics, the Marvel comics?
I never read the comics, but I did watch the cartoons and the movies. I was a huge fan of the character in general. I had costumes, bed sheets, everything. I've been playing Spider-Man in my bedroom since I was 5. It wasn't until
sometimes when I watch Spider-Man, I'm climbing the walls.
We're starting to rehearse next week. We always love that.
This is Ronnie Wood. That's a DJ, smile there, and member of the Stones. Rehearsing.
Really.
Happy birthday.
It's a family reunion. It really is good. It's like a meal that goes on for about a month. and then we go out on the road and spread that food everywhere.
And what do you put the longevity? I mean, you know, when anybody cites a band that being around forever, it's the Stones. And you're still cool. And take it from me, Ronnie, we love to see you live because you're exactly how we want you to be. You play the songs that we love. Are you aware of how much we love you?
I think that's lovely, Steve. What I am aware of is the smiles on people's faces when we look at the sea of people when we play. It's heartwarming, and I'm just glad we make people happy. And the music makes me happy, and it makes them happy. It just spreads.
And the band's sounding better than ever, right?
Mm-hmm.
How is that?
Well, because we concentrate, and it's hard work.
Yeah, I bet.
And the shows are amazing as well. You know, it's obvious you put a massive amount of effort into the music, but it's a real spectacle, the show. You don't just kind of wander up there in your jeans and play. It's a real theatrical event.
It's a conscious effort on all of our part, right from day one of rehearsal.
Yeah.
It's a bit like getting a play together, I suppose, and the different acts and the different scenes.
Happy birthday, Ronnie. 25 to 5 now. Here's Keith Urban. This is called Polaroid.
Sometimes I forget who we were back then. But Saturday night, stealing cold beer and cigarettes at a house we didn't know, wearing our vintage clothes, looking at this photo. Oh, I remember someone saying, smile. Who would have thought we'd still be smiling now? We've come a long way since we were strangers in the basement at a party we hated, trying to make conversation. The night it was taken, I didn't have a clue that someday I'd be something more than just a boy in a Polaroid with you. Too many times these moments, they come and go. How lucky was I that our moment was set in stone? Even though the colors faded and everybody changes, holding on to this photo. Oh, I remember falling just like that. And now it's kind of crazy looking back. We've come a long way since we were strangers in a basement at a party we hated, trying to make conversation. The night it was taken, I didn't have a clue that someday I'd be something more than just a boy in a Polaroid with you. have thought we'd still be smiling now? We've come a long way since we were strangers in the basement at a party we hated, trying to make conversation. The night it was taken, I didn't have a clue that someday I'd be something more than just a boy in a Polaroid with you. Trying to make conversation. The night it was taken, I didn't have a clue that someday I'd be something more than just a boy in a Polaroid with you.
I'm lying alone with my head on the phone, thinking of you till it hurts. I know you hurt too, but what else can we do? Tormented and torn apart. I wish I could carry your smile in my heart for times when my life seems so low. It would make me believe what tomorrow could bring when today doesn't really know. Doesn't really know.
I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. I know you were right, believing for so long. I'm all out of love. What am I without you? I can't be too late to say that I was so wrong.
I want you to come back and carry me home, away from these long, lonely nights. I'm reaching for you. Are you feeling it too? Does the feeling seem oh so right? And what would you say if I called on you now and said that I can't hold on? There's no easy way. It gets harder each day. Please love me or I'll be gone. I'll be gone.
I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. I know you were right, believing for so long. I'm all out of love. What am I without you? I can't be too late to say that I was so wrong.
What are you thinking of?
What are you thinking of?
What are you thinking of?
What are you thinking I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. I know you were right, believing for so long. I'm all out of love. What am I without you? I can't be too late. I know I was so wrong. I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. I know you were right, believing for so long. I'm all out of love. What am I without you? I can't be too late. I know I was so wrong. I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. I know you were right, believing for so long. I'm all out of love. What am I without you? I can't be too late to say that I was so
I propose that we stage an all-night vigil, see if we can catch whoever's doing this in the act. No fee if we fail.
Now, Ashley Jensen is somewhere, I think, in the countryside. We won't say exactly where. And we're going to talk about Agatha Raisin and other stuff. And we give you a round of applause. Ashley, good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm very well, thank you. Very well indeed.
Excellent. Well, it's great to be able to talk to you again through the miracle of wonderful communication science.
Which is now our new normal.
I know. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to go back to really good sound quality.
I know. The strange thing for me is I still put on makeup. People are like, why are you putting on makeup? And I was like, I need a routine. I like a routine.
It kind of makes you in working mode, doesn't it, really?
It does, Steve, yes.
Tim and I are both wearing makeup anyway.
Well, I was hoping you would.
What is your situation then? I mean, you're obviously on lock-in like all of us.
Yeah, well, I'm much ensconced in homeschooling. Some
Right.
subjects are more of a triumph than others. I'm in a very fortunate situation where I live in the countryside, not far from where I film Agatha Raisin, actually.
Yeah.
I've got a garden, I have a dog and a child, and I'm busy with that, really. And I think doing what everyone else is doing, like cutting your fringe with the nail scissors and developing roots and baking banana bread.
And talking of that, hasn't she, Agatha, got a lovely hairstyle? Like
Hasn't she just?
That bob thing is very distinctive, isn't it?
I got the bob thing cut on the Thursday and was told on the Friday that we weren't starting filming on the Monday. So at least I had a beautiful hairstyle for the first few weeks of lock-in. That hairstyle was one of the things. I always sort of thought TV detectives have a silhouette, don't they? When you think of Columbo, you know, he's got his silhouette, or Kojak, or... It's funny, I always go back to the 1970s detectives, but I wanted her to have a silhouette so that you could see her coming from a distance with her body conscious
And you knew
clothes
it was her.
and the hair,
Yeah.
with a handbag held like the Queen
Of
in
course.
whatever situation, and the 4-inch stilettos.
Yeah, I always think that's what Poirot is doing. If you ever see Poirot come on,
Exactly, of course,
you
yes,
think,
yes.
oh, that can only be Poirot, and this can only be Agatha Raisin. Now, this is the third series, so for anybody that's been on the moon or something, explain exactly who she is.
Well, Agatha Raisin is a public relations lady who arrived from London to the Cotswolds. In the first couple of series, she was pretty much a busybody trying to ingratiate her way into the community, but inadvertently gets accused of murder and ended up solving crimes and realising she was actually rather good at it. But by this season, she is now a bona fide private investigator, and she has her own detective agency for murder around the Cotswolds.
I just don't understand it, Aggie. I've done tons of marketing, online, local press, not a dicky bird.
Well, maybe all the criminals are on holiday. I don't know. I know what we should do. Set up a crime and just solve it ourselves.
I'm not killing someone to get your business on its feet.
We're totting up the numbers of murders almost as much as Midsummer now.
So what does she get up to then in this new series? Because she is now fully qualified as a private investigator, but there are no crimes to investigate, are there?
Well, that's right, yes. In one of them, there's a ghost lurking around this haunted house. So Agatha is set to try and get to the bottom of that, and that one involves a whole reenactment battle scene with Oliver Cromwell. And in another one, there's a Love from Hell. We had to all learn how to do tango. That's all revolving around a local sort of dance group, and we've got Patsy Kensit in that one, and Andy Garcia.
Yeah.
He's a proper dancer, so I had to dance with him. I ain't a proper dancer. So, and I ain't 25, so that was a challenge. But people kept saying, "Are you going to do Strictly?" I'm like, "Oh no, no."
Oh yes, you
I
should.
don't think
Now, what about Afterlife? That's been a wild hit with Ricky, and I hear it's been
Yeah.
confirmed that there's going to be a new series.
Yes, that's right. Somebody was asking me earlier on today, what do you think is going to happen in that? And I have no idea, because the last time I spoke to Ricky, he didn't have an idea about where it was going to go, because it's quite unprecedented for him to do a third series of something, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he's usually off somewhere else.
On to the next thing, yeah. But I think that it's such a big cast, and I think that he loves all these characters and he wants to kind of explore it all a bit more, really. But it's gone down so well, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, globally it has. It's incredible, and you
Yeah.
think he's done it again.
I
Just
know,
keeps coming
he
up
really
with it.
has. It's almost like a palette of loneliness.
Yeah.
That's my little kind of take on it. It's like if you look at all these characters individually, they're all kind of lonely in their own way for different reasons and want different things. And I think that's resonated quite a lot at the minute with people in lockdown as well, who are all sort of sitting thinking, what do I think about that? Who am I? What am I doing? What do I like? Because
Yeah.
we've stopped for a little bit.
Yeah, everything's on hold. Absolutely right.
Yeah.
You can see Ashley in the new series of Agatha Raisin, starting later this month on Sky One and Acorn TV, where you'll also be able to catch up on every episode of Series 2. Really nice to talk to you again, and please stay safe.
You too.
And your son, right, he's homeschooling. How's he doing? Is he doing okay?
Yes, actually, yeah, we're kind of quite enjoying it. I'm not enjoying the maths too much.
No.
That's the one that sets my blood into boiling.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm kind of quite enjoying quite a lot of it, really.
Are you onto logarithms or quadratic equations yet?
We're not quite, we're not even as much as that, really. He's only kind of year 5, but I'm struggling.
Year
I'm
5?
struggling with the rest of the nation.
Okay.
I've not done algebra for a very long time, Steve.
No, I've never done it. We'll see you next time. Thank you. Hopefully in the studio. Ta-da.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye. Ashley
Bye-bye.
Jensen, everybody.
Bye.
Talking about Agatha Raisin.
It's warm in and out, the pulse of flowing love. Spread the calm to meet the others. Pleasure fills with love till dawn. It's warm in and out, the call for sacred hours. There's a chant of newborn singing, the magic force of your feelings. The first picture of you, the first picture of summer, seeing the flowers scream their joy. The first picture of you, the first picture of summer, seeing the flowers scream their joy. Can't lose this mood gentle, with summer at our ears. Flood the world deep in sunlight, break into the peaceful wild. The first picture of you, the first picture of summer, seeing the flowers scream their joy. The first picture of you, the first picture of summer, seeing the flowers scream their joy. The first picture of you, the first picture of summer, seeing the flowers scream their joy. The first picture of you, the first picture of summer, seeing the flowers scream their joy. The first picture of you, the first.
And that is the first picture of you, the Lotus Eaters. Stephen Team, can you give a shout out for all of us seafarers bringing in essential supplies to the country? Thank you, Stephen Team. You're the best. And thank you, so are you, Brian. That's Brian Thomas in Pembrokeshire. Can you give a huge shout out to my boyfriend? This says Will, and everyone at SJ Easter Upholstery in Norwich. That's from, I think it's Ellie, or from Elle. Shout out to Alex and Ross, who are on their way down to Cornwall on a break from working on a private yacht in the USA. She loves you lots and lots, Ross, and is excited to quarantine with you. I think thank you, Steve, would be in order. I really appreciate it. Steve, what about a shout out for all pilots still flying cargo around the world, such as my son Paul, who's just returned at the weekend from a trip to Argentina? Thank you, Steve. That would be from Anne. And now I'm back with Tim, and let's do some more factoids. Tim Smith, what do you have for us?
You know Madame Two Swords?
I do.
Do you know how it came about?
No, that's a very interesting question. Let me think how it came about. Well, maybe particular cities, i.e. London, wanted a tourist attraction and therefore started off with, let's say, Royal Waxworks.
They may have started off with Royal Waxworks, I'm not sure. But Madame Tussaud herself, or Tussaud, Marie Tussaud, toured Great Britain for 33 years before she owned her first waxwork museum in London in 1835. She'd only come to Britain because her marriage had ended, and she then found she couldn't return to France because of the Franco-English War. Hence, she stayed, opened the waxworks, and of course, as you say, they're all over the world now.
The best one in London is Tom Cruise. I mean, there's some pretty good ones and some pretty bad ones, but in London, the Tom Cruise is so realistic. You think, is that actually Tom Cruise? He's come over and he's standing there for a joke.
I went there once to do some interviews. I can't remember what it was for. It was a long time ago. And they took me to where the actual artists were creating waxwork figures of famous people. And this guy's working on the head of, I don't know who it was, some famous actor. And you think, oh my goodness. It's kind of quite weird, but when you actually see the finished product, it's amazing. I think the royals, actually, some of the royals in there are brilliant.
Yeah, me too. And sometimes it's quite alarming. You go into that back room, as you say, and they haven't quite melted down all the old personalities yet. So
yeah, it'd be quite sad if your personality was now at the stage where you were being melted down, wouldn't it?
It really, yeah.
Factoids. High anticipation, it's an emotional trap. Don't know how you do it, you're always striking the match. And I think I'm gonna burn out, but then you touch me like that. Learning to be patient, you save the best for the last. Save a kiss for me tonight. Wait for me, no compromise. Promise you it won't be long. Just save a little bit of your loving, baby. Say you want no lips but mine. Save the thought of me tonight. Promise you it won't be long. Just save a little bit of your loving, baby. Save a little bit of your love. That last kiss you gave me, I keep on hitting rewind. Now I need you, baby. I need another last night. Now my heart is racing, passing all the places we've been, counting down the minutes till I give you all of me. Save a kiss for me tonight. Wait for me, no compromise. Promise you it won't be long. Just save a little bit of your loving, baby. Say you want no lips but mine. Save the thought of me tonight. Promise you it won't be long. Just save a little bit of your loving, baby. Save a little bit of your love. Save a kiss for me tonight. Wait for me, no compromise. Promise you it won't be long. Just save a little bit of your loving, baby. Say you want no lips but
Your lineup tonight is Sarah Cox, of course, just after 5. Joe Wiley, author Nick Bradley discusses his new novel with Joe for the latest edition of the Radio 2 Book Club. That's at 8. Blue Show with Keris at 11. And then we've got OJ Borge back with Midnight Mastermind and Name That Tune, Wish You Were There, etc. And Sounds of the 70s, Johnny Walker at 3 a.m.
Radio 2 regrets to inform you that Paul O'Grady returns.
How did this happen, eh?
Presenting some of his highlights.
Do you know, it's been so quiet being self-isolated.
We apologise.
You know, I've been baking, I've been reading books, I know how to roller skate, I've learned the ukulele, I've improved my animal husbandry, and then all of a sudden I get the call.
Paul O'Grady, again.
See, what they said was, you can play some of your best bits, and I said, oh, well, best of luck there.
Sunday afternoons from 5 on BBC Radio 2.
I got no choice.
Here's Mario, Let Me Love You.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Baby, I just don't get it. Do you enjoy being hurt? I know you smell the perfume, the makeup on his shirt. You don't believe his stories. You know that there are lies. Bad as you are, you stick around, and I just don't know why. If I was your man, baby, you never worry about what I do. I be coming home back to you every night, doing you right. You're the type of woman deserve good fame. Fist full of diamonds, a head full of rain. Baby, you're a star. I just wanna show you you are. You should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want and need. A baby, good love and protection. Make me your selection. Show you the way love's supposed to be. Baby, you should let me love you, love you, love you, love you. Yeah. Listen, your true beauty's description looks so good that it hurts. You're a dime plus 99, and it's a shame. Don't even know what you're worth. Everywhere you go, they stop and stare, 'cause you're bad and it shows. From your head to your toes, out of control. Baby, you know. If I was your man, baby, you never worry about what I do. I be coming home back to you every night, doing you right. You're the type of woman deserves good things. Fist full of diamonds, a handful of rings. Baby, you're a star. I just wanna show you you are. You should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want and need. Oh, baby, good love and protection. Oh, make me your selection. Show you the way love's supposed to be.
Oh, yeah, we loved that. Mario. Oh, let me love you.
BBC Radio 2.
It's going to be Sarah after the news. We return tomorrow with Lawrence Soka with the BBC One comedy The Other. What's it called now? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's called The Other One. And then there's Michael Portillo talking Empire and trains. Good evening.